What in the hell was SmackDown last night? What in the hell did we witness? What did we get? Really? That seemed like a Sunday night heat, a shotgun Saturday night. That seemed like a normal episode of WWE Velocity, Saturday Morning Slam, WWE Superstars back in the day. What in the holy hell kind of show was that? The Stars certainly were not out last night in B-Town in Boston, Mass. The TD Garden. SmackDown should have been a hell of a show. It should have been fire. It should have been off the chain. You're following up from SummerSlam, and this is the disdain we get? What are your reviews? Because remember, this show is about you, because your view is the only view that matters on this very website, to the delight of the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. What did you think about SmackDown last night? What was, if there was anything last night, the match of the night? What was the moment of the night? What was the storyline of the night on the Blue Brand of SmackDown, the USA Network last night? Did you appreciate SmackDown last night? And if you like SeanzViewEnt Entertainment, and I sat back and I watched that show, I damn near fell asleep multiple times. I had to keep smacking myself in the face. I had to keep splashing water on my face just to stay up, just to keep up. Now, if this is how the WWE is going to start booking and creating, you can tell that Triple H is on vacation, because Triple H is on vacation with Stephanie McMahon in Greece. His family, the Triple H, Stephanie McMahon regime, they're on vacation, they're on leave, they're on absence, and you can tell because, boy, if you liked SmackDown last night, if you enjoyed SmackDown last night, you might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You might want to take a good long hard look, because the WWE needs to realize and recognize this. Just because WrestleMania's gone by, Royal Rumble's gone by, just because SummerSlam's gone by, doesn't mean you lay low, you be lackluster, you just phoning it in. You're just going through the motions. No. Now that NFL is back, now that football's back, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, you got all kinds of football on, all kinds of sports on right now. The NFL is the big deal. And what are you going to do? You're just going to go through the motions. You're just going to, again, we'll just float this one in. You know, this is Boston, Massachusetts. This had to be, without a doubt, the worst Boston, Mass WWE show I have ever seen. And listen, I get it. You know, you got Jacob Fight 2. Well, that was great. You know, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Jacob Fight 2. And listen, this is not the wrestlers' fault. This is not on the wrestlers. This is the blame of how terrible and how horrible SmackDown last night was. The blame, again, not on the wrestlers, not on the superstars, not on the athletes who put on an amazing performance. It wasn't them. It was down to the creative. It was down to the higher-ups. It was down to just a horrible booking, okay? Horrible booking. And you want to talk about long-term booking. You know, people realize that with Triple H and Stephanie and their family and their kids out on leave and absence, they're on vacation in Greece. Pictures are circulating online of Triple H wearing the same swim trunks that he wore some 15 or 20 years ago, still wearing the same trunks in 2025. Well, to that I say, long-term booking for the game Triple H. That's damn right. Yes, the game Triple H. He is that damn good, right? Well, to be that damn good, last night's SmackDown was anything but good. But again, guys, it's not about my view, your view. This is why we do the show every day, multiple times a day, around the clock, hourly. We never stop for you. What was your overall thoughts and opinions of the Blue Brand of SmackDown last night? Is everything going to be all right? And, of course, what did you think about what was your review last night if you watched it, if you watched the highlights? What was the match of the night, the highlight of the night, the moment of the night from TNA Emergence last night? And what do you think about Sami Callihan retiring? I say good riddance. I never really liked him. I never got into him, although I probably did like him a little bit better than Alberto Del Rio. But Sami Callihan retiring, not really a big deal to me. I don't really care. Again, I just never saw the intrigue of the guy. I never saw the value of the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy outside of wrestling. I'm sure he's a great family man and all that great stuff. But as a wrestler, as a character, I just was never compelled or intrigued by Sami Callihan. But I'm sure there's a lot of fans that do like that character. But again, that's just me. Now let's get down to the rumors, the news, the headlines, and the volatile updates here on SeanzViewEnt Entertainment, because this is appointment viewing TV on this very show. You know, there's been all this rumor and all this talk, all this hearsay, all this speculation about Raw Netflix, Raw USA Network. That's what everybody wants to hear. That's what everybody wants to see. Raw returns to USA Network, to where it all began, where it all started, where it all grew, right? Well, if you think that's something, well, listen to this one. According to rumor and speculation, we all know about this massive, huge deal between WWE and ESPN where they will be producing the WWE PLE events. We get that. We understand that, right? They'll be $29.99 a month for all the PLEs. Well, breaking news in the wrestling world as concerns that. Because we're talking about the library. We're talking about the content. We're talking about the history of the WWE. Massive update on Raw, ESPN's mega deal, and Raw shifting to another network again. WWE's $1.625 billion move to ESPN for premium live events in 2026 left fans wondering one big thing. What happens to the company's massive library? Now an update sheds light on where things stand. There's still no definitive answer on whether WWE's library will be licensed out after the Peacock deal ends, but we have an answer. But we have an insider. According to those in the know, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, insiders have shared some theories. Austin theory. Several sources via Fightful Select believe, and again, this could change, believe that the WWE may use its strong relationship with Google and YouTube to push its archive content there. One source mentions that they see it as a way to hook new fans while keeping it flexible if a massive outside offer comes in. If they get too good of a deal to be true offer for the library, they can always take that. Behind the scenes, WWE already has its library digitized for copyright tracing and tracking. From current episodes of Raw to deep cuts like Shotgun Saturday Night, nearly everything is stored on the back system, so that makes it easy for the WWE to pivot however they want once the Peacock run is done. The ESPN deal guarantees now events will live on the streaming giant platform starting in 2026 for $29.99. But the fate of WWE's library is wide open. Whether it lands up with ESPN, YouTube, or stays in-house, the next move will decide how generations of wrestling fans experience the company's history moving forward. And, of course, that would have featured episodes of Monday Night Raw on ESPN. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Is Raw about to move to ESPN? What do you think about the entire shift, the entire thing? Are you for the deal or are you against the deal? Do you think that WWE should sell its library rights to ESPN, including Raw? And should they keep it exclusive or shift to YouTube or reach new fans? Share your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. So we also are receiving word now, according to those in the know, viewers, fans, and subscribers. With Sami Callihan retiring after a brutal street fight loss at TNA Emergence, again, I really don't give a damn, but where and what is next? Now, he retired in TNA. Now, we know that when wrestlers or superstars retire, they're never fully retired, right? They always come back. They always make a comeback. They always have a one-off, another match, right? However, there are very few select wrestlers in the industry that have actually stayed retired. And, well, they're so select that you can't even name Terry Funk. You can't name Shawn Michaels. You can't name Ric Flair. You can't name Stone Cold Steve Austin. You can't name Edge or Daniel Bryan, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash. Because all of them that said, I'm retired, I'm done. I think the only one that has retired and said they're done and will stay done is Triple H due to heart incidents. So I think Triple H is going to be the only one to stick to his word that I'm retired, I'm done, I'm gone, it's over. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that, because as we know on the show, if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean's View Entertainment. Now, NXT's Fatal Influence fails to win Knockouts Tag Team titles at TNA Emergence. Leah Yingling inks a new TNA deal during emotional in-ring segment at Emergence. And what was the better show last night? Was it WWE SmackDown or was it TNA Emergence? Joe Hendry has been confirmed for the upcoming WWE NXT on the CW full 8-19 lineup from Philadelphia revealed. Karrion Kross reacts after WWE fans hijacked SmackDown with "We Want Cross" chants, and that may have been the only intriguing and entertaining thing that happened on SmackDown last night from Boston on the USA Network was the Karrion Kross chants that echo throughout the TD Garden. Finally, Naomi. There's been a lot of rumor and speculation. Is she pregnant? Is she hurt? Is she injured? Did she not pass a wellness test? Naomi set for WWE Raw return after mysterious absence from title defense last week on Raw from Canada on Netflix. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Also, we are receiving word right now at this time that Drew McIntyre has accused WWE of hiding Cody Rhodes' injury status. Is Cody Rhodes so injured? Is he so hurt? Is he so banged up that Cody Rhodes will be unable to defend his undisputed WWE Championship? Is Cody Rhodes in any shape to defend the WWE title? Or will Cody Rhodes have to be stripped of the WWE title? Will he have to give up the title without ever losing it? WWE brings King of the Hill to life with branding ring during the August 15th of SmackDown last night. Did you notice that? Did you see that? And are you going to watch the King of the Hill? Sami Zayn announces SmackDown brand jump from Raw. Yes, a Raw star. And Sami Zayn has now made the jump to SmackDown, as if it even mattered, because Raw guys show up on SmackDown, SmackDown guys show up on Raw. This is why the draft means nothing, is irrelevant and meaningless, and I don't know why the WWE is even going to attempt to have another draft show, because you see, the only time the draft mattered is when it was shocking, when it was creative, when it was, out of nowhere. Now, like I said, when the draft mattered was from the era of 2002 to around 2013, 2014. That is when the draft truly mattered and actually meant something. Now, it's just to pop a rating. And there's no shock, there's no awe, there's no amazement anymore. They have to get rid of the draft and just pair the superstars both on Raw and SmackDown every week. That's just what they got to do. Also, TNA Emergence, guys. Live stream gets rocked by technical issues during the countdown match. Also, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. We got some breaking news here, some more inside sources. Remember to subscribe, click that bell, turn on all notifications. It's so important to become a channel member today. Naomi's WWE absence is said to be crazy but private. Oh boy, it's a crazy matter for Naomi, why she right now is not on WWE. Also, some breaking news in the wrestling world. WWE Raw will officially be making the shocking move to ESPN along with PLEs. What does this mean for the future of Monday Night Raw, the WWE Universe, and the wrestling war against AEW? In this video, we broke down everything that you need to know about WWE's huge television shakeup, from contract details, possible schedule changes, to how this could impact WWE's ratings, superstars, and fans across the globe. Will this help WWE dominate sports entertainment on a whole new level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think that WWE moving to ESPN is a good idea or a massive mistake? Again, guys, expect the unexpected in World Wrestling Entertainment, because you just never know from 1 minute to the next just what the hell is going to go down. Guys, today's Saturday, it's Sunday, it's Monday. It doesn't matter what day it is, what time of the day it is. I'm going to be here for you because I am Sean's freaking View. And if you ain't down with that, well, then you know what you got to do. Subscribe.